Alright, well, it's 6:30 in the morning. I don't think we got more money from the subsidy sign. Doesn't look like it. I'm trying to wait until I get 40,000 and then I'll get rid of this sign. I'll complete the contract that I'm getting penalized at 26,000 for. I'll 14,000 I'll get rid of in lease costs, and then that'll be behind us. Something I realized, I forgot to pay my loan principal payment for the month of October. So let's go into the finances screen here real quick. So you can see there in October, partway down, you see the property income, 20,000 euros. That's for the subsidy sign. So I'm waiting for the other 20,000 to come in. And let me repay 5,000 right now. And then that's because in the end of September, I took on those 2 sorghum harvest contracts, and it just, everything went to pieces on me. Ended up losing all of the excess crop, not even getting all the crop off the first field. And then while I was doing the second field, all the crop was in the trailers when the contract expired, timed out, the equipment disappeared with all the crop in it, and then I got that penalty. So, yeah. It looks higher now. I thought it was 20. Oh, it's increasing? I think it's increasing the longer time goes by. It is. Oh, wow. Like, by the second. All right, let me. Wow. So 27,745. Let me collect on that. I'll pay for the equipment lease, but let me write that down. 27,745. That's what. I didn't know that. Wow. That's crazy. Okay, I'm sorry. I was beginning to think these videos aren't doing very good. The Monteriggioni ones. I don't know why. But I do realize that I'm like standing there talking for 5 minutes at the beginning of the episode, and that's probably not very conducive to anything. I got 2 Napa cabbages here. That's great. This stuff. Yeah. Okay, these will go into town. Why don't I go down to the pasta factory first, deliver this stuff. I think they might be out of flour down there. Take the tomatoes, the spinach, and some potatoes down there first thing this morning, and then I'll come back with pasta. Oh, but first, well, no, we'll take the Landini. Where's the Landini? Where is the Landini? My. Where did I leave the Landini? Was it weeding and is still over in that field? I think so. Okay, I gotta go get the Landini. This, I got green onions for her. Where can I take the green onions? Sitting here looking under G for green onions, and they call them spring onions. 1312 Farmers Market. That's closer. I get there fairly quickly. The New Holland's put away. Let's see Landini. Anywhere. So my guess is it's still over in the field where we were weeding. It rained last night. We were picking stones off of the field. We're going to convert into rice fields. I don't know why I'm doing that. I probably shouldn't. And we've got one olive grove to go yet today for the olive harvest. We got rain in the forecast. I don't know when that's coming. I'll take a look and figure that out. Let's get these spring onions, aka green onions, into the farmer's market. There we go. 63.03 for that. That's not bad. They just turned the lights on at the dealership. It looked like in the parking lot. Maybe they just opened up. Nope, sorry about that. Fat fingered a turn signal again as usual. Okay. Where's my Landini at? I just remembered I left it in the olive grove so that we could pick olives. Okay, that's not good. I mean, it's fine. It's just not good that I forgot that it was there. I need it. I mean, it needs to be there, yes, but I also need it for something else. Oh, this one. Okay, well, it's brighter now. So I wonder how that crop, missing crop thing's calculated. I did not notice that number changing when I looked at it before. That was interesting. Alright, so I'm going to need to drop this weight off. That's trailer's full of stones. I'll just put it right here for now. Probably regret it, but that's in the, you know, things end up in the way and then you can't get to them. Can I get to my pallet forks? Yes. I need those to move the flour. It's like a Chinese puzzle. All the pieces not in the right spot. And you gotta move them around and move them around and move them around. So I need the compact track loader. We'll load potatoes, tomatoes, and spinach. I've got more flour at the gray mill, but probably like maybe one. Is it? We need more cereal crops in them. Now I'm questioning whether I'm going to turn those into rice fields or not. I really want to, but it's probably not a good idea. Should I just wait for the other one? Yeah. Wait for the other one to spawn. That's easier. Have eggs. I wanted eggs. I think for November I'll turn the tarp greenhouses and the outdoor garden off, but I might leave the glass greenhouse on over the winter. I don't normally do that, but folks suggested that what do you call it, the mulch? Yeah. Generates its own heat. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, I just had a coughing fit there. There is a puddle right here, but it only appears when it rains. But it is pretty cool. All right, let's see. Run this down. the farm. It's almost 9 o'clock now. The Landini lurch got me there a couple of times. I was trying to nudge the pallet of pasta a little bit, and it ended up biting me in the rear. Let's see, where am I going? Get this out of the way. For a moment. I need this to run into town. I got stones in here. I got to get those out of there. Let's see. This is the stones off of our field. Speaking of the field, let me pull up the crop calendar and the weather. I'm going to check on two things. Is it too late to change my mind and try and get a cereal crop in that field? And then when is that rain coming? Okay, it's October. I can put in barley. I could put in wheat, I could put in triticale, I could put in spelt, I could put in rye. Okay. But I didn't look at the rain. And when's the rain? 11/13. Okay, if I put it, I'd have to roll it yet today. Could be done. It could be done, but I need to decide now. I think I better put in wheat. I really wanted to do it as rice fields, but considering how much flour we go through, I think I really need to do it as wheat. It's not that I want to, but I think I have to. All right. Let me get. Okay, I already did lime. I'm just trying to think about fertilizing it. I should be thinking while I'm driving because I don't really have time for this. And get this into Ristorante al Centro. It's just, I'm going with the assumption it's going to be the best place. I didn't have a sense of urgency with that field because I was thinking I was going to turn it into rice fields, but yeah, much as I'd like to do that, not right for the region. Tuscany, they really don't do the rice there, and yeah, I'm just trying to justify it to myself here. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. People know I'm in a hurry to slow down. I don't think I had enough fresh produce to bring to them anyway, so. What I need is I think, I don't know if that little lizard dragon truck would fit through here, but I almost need to get one of those. I think a box truck would be just too big and it wouldn't really work, but that lizard dragon truck might fit into here and would be good for delivering the pasta. Should have had that on probably the whole time, huh? it just chaps my ass when I see that subsidy sign. All right. If we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. Let's get wheat in the ground. Do I have seed? How much seed do I have? I don't have a whole lot. Come on, it's back behind me. There we go. So change it to wheat. Oh, I didn't do it as a cover crop. I should have done a cover crop down there. I got some seed. Let me get that. This was not the time to decide that. That's not fertilizer, it's lime, right? Oh, it doesn't hold any fertilizer anyway. That wasn't a whole lot of seed, was it? Okay. Hang on. Manure. Let me put manure down on that field before I drill it. it's almost 11:30. This turned into a sloppy mess. I'm regretting this. We also used up all of the manure that we had at the farm. Should be able to finish it here pretty quick though. But yeah, it's a little messier than I would have liked. What are you gonna do? I want that one. We'll get the New Holland down here with the seed drill on it, and we'll just leave it here. We'll have a worker do it once the rain stops and the ground gets forgot. I had it on cruise control, but the way it's set up is it automatically stops when you get to the end of the line. So you do have to be careful, especially if you're putting down some kind of product. So there's an end. Looks like there, and then one last little bit and we should be done. That little bit right there. Okay, that's it. Make the lines go away. Don't like the lines. They're gone. Okay. Yeah, we picked up quite a bit of mud on the tires doing this and tore up the field a bit, but I think it'll be alright. What I'm worried about now is weeds. We did subsoil. That doesn't really count as plowing. So we still should get weeds, but I think they will start small. I don't know. We can lease that weeder again. Or maybe just outright buy it. I don't know. I don't know how we're doing. I'm doing okay on money, I suppose. Because we are going to get reimbursed for the $27,000 that we got penalized because they did get their crop after all. But yeah, pretty much most of our manure is gone here. We'll have to go resupply the farm. Should have got, I think it came out right after I did that. There was like a manure pile or something. There's a couple other options for doing storing manure or buying manure that came out after I did that. But yeah, most of it's gone. I think that's probably what's on the outside of it, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's the 1238. So here's the puddle. But I think it only shows up when it rains, but I wanted it to kind of be under the valve here. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it probably would have been better to have that nice pretty looking gravel where these were at. I might put it back in. I don't know. What am I doing? Oh, is it lightening up? Let's get this over by the field though. I'm gonna refuel it. Oh my. We have got, okay. We got way too much stuff in a small area here. Well, my fuel tank's empty. so that doesn't help. Don't want it running out of fuel out there in the field. It's doing its work. I don't know how long this rain's supposed to last, but I should be able to harvest the olives without any impact during the rain, so that's what we'll go do. And then what's going to be the challenge is to get this field drilled and rolled before tomorrow. Weeds we can probably deal with tomorrow. That'll probably be alright. But we gotta get the rolling done before we get the first growth state. Come on. Oh no. No, no, no. Somebody go. All right. I'll walk back up to the farm. I think grab the Landini and we'll head over and we'll start harvesting olives in the rain because, well, I think we just have to. That's all there is to it. There was a great demand for something at Ristorante Di Marco, but I don't know what it ended up being. Let's see. That needs to go into Ristorante a Centro. This, yeah, I need garlic in there. But I don't have time for that right now. Let's see. Grab this. I can leave the pallet forks here. Probably should. I need the weight. Don't forget the weight. I almost forgot it. Put that rice harvester away, but I do not want to dilly-dally any more than I already have. I know it's going to end up being a late night deciding to put that wheat in. I think it was the right decision though. I mean, I wanted to do the rice fields, have like 3 of them there. Was my vision, but given that rice flour is not flour, Since rice flour is not flour, it does not help me at the pasta factory. I guess Nona will not make rice noodles. She's not so cosmopolitan that she does pho. There we go, that's the stuff. Okay, now I'm pretty sure I got all these trees yesterday. I was thinking I missed one of them, but I don't think I did in the end. I'm gonna turn the lights on though so I can see a little better. We'll get over here, we'll shake them. Probably it'll all, I don't know, it'll all fit in one trailer. Probably won't all fit in the harvester here. Oop, let's wait till we get on the tree to put that on. Alright. Okay, now we'll unfold it. Turn it on. Now they do change a shade lighter once the olives come off. You just have to kind of watch your harvester also and see if the amount of olives in it changes, and then you know you were successful then on the trunk. Alright, it's 2:40. I don't know what's going on. I have not, ever since I got this harvester to half full, I haven't been able to shake a tree. I've gotten a good grip on them and shook them, and I'm not getting them. So I think what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and take a break from it for a little while. I don't know, I'm just wasting time shaking on these trees and nothing's happening. So let me go get the trailer. And sometimes I'm shaking on the trees and I don't think I have them harvested, and then I end up getting them harvested. But it didn't look like anything went into, like I didn't get any olives. And I didn't see the shade change, so I'm sitting there shaking on it for a while. That's why I've been hopping out some to check. But yeah, the last 3 trees I tried, I couldn't get them to shake the olives off. So I don't know, it's frustrating. I wish they made that just a little easier so it wasn't quite so finicky. It'd be a lot nicer if it was not quite as finicky as it is. Let's see. I gotta put this. What was I doing? Oh, I came for the trailer. Where is it? There it is. Where is the little Landini? There it is. Looks like the rain may stop sometime. I'm gonna be doing this in the dark, I know it. And I may have to rely on a worker to try and do the rolling if I gotta get these olives. Way too much money invested. What? I bought that olive grove for 50,000 euros. It's not gonna pay for itself, not this year, I don't think. And fertilize it, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Just got to keep trying. I may even need to slow down time because I mean it's ridiculous. I've been shaking on the same 2-3 trees for I don't know how long, a while. Let's see. Oh, I can turn off here, I think. Let's just put these olives in here and we'll start on this end and work back that way. Maybe it'll work if I do that. I don't know. Just coming from this side, it just didn't want to go. There we go. The olives in there. It's not like I ran out of hydraulic oil or anything. So I don't know why. Gave up on me. Yeah, this method is just a little too finicky. I mean, it started out well again, just like the last time, and then it just got too finicky on me. It shouldn't be this hard. Come on, that's a good shake. Come on. Why? There we go. Finally. I don't know, I've tried to like pay attention to where on the tree and everything, and I just, I don't know. Did we get enough? We might have got them. Let's see. Yeah, see, sometimes it's hard to tell. Let me turn the lights off on this. But yeah, I didn't really notice that it went. Let's see. So you gotta pay attention. You get about, what, 40 some each time? You gotta watch the numbers. But it's still, it just, you know, it's like, come on. On the tree, I shook it. There you go. Alright, I'm having a little better luck now. I'm feeling a little better about it. Still. Did the rain stop? It looks like it's about to stop. I got the sunshine icon out. Come on. Come on, I'm at 182. Watch the leaves of the tree. They get lighter. The number of olives goes up. Collision on the tree sometimes. See, like, cut off. Still hear thunder, and my windshield wipers are still going. It might still be raining. Where am I at? 227? Am I right? I'm really frustrated. Oh, let me pull up the map. All right, there's 2 to go. I think it's this one. The one at the end. It's so bad, I don't even want to do olives anymore. It's so annoying. It's a really cool mod. I really like how it looks, how it is supposed to work, but it's just too finicky to be useful. There's probably nobody who would do what I'm doing. I'm literally spending maybe 5 minutes or more in real life on a tree. So, yeah, I'm sorry if I'm doing it wrong and doing the mod maker a disservice, but it's just, no. I mean, I'm about ready to cut down these trees. I think I'll sell the olive groves and get out of the olive business. It's ridiculous. I don't have time for this. I don't. I'm sorry. I just don't. What am I going to get? Okay. I'm going to get like 50 liters of olives from the tree. You know, it's like, forget it at this point. I don't even care anymore. One tree left. Come on. Give it to me. Give me olives. I got it. I don't believe that. It's awful, man. I don't think I want to do olives anymore. We'll see. I certainly say that right now. I am frustrated as all get out with that.